Welcome to the Manifesting Formula. I'm Christine Rizzo. Last week, we changed it up a bit and talked about learning to date yourself so you can attract that special someone into your life. Next week, we will get into a little more self-love with talking about why it's so important to have a relationship with yourself more than with someone else. Remember, you will keep attracting the same kind of relationships that you've had in the past if you don't get your mind healthy first. We need to love ourselves first before we can love someone else in a healthy way. That's next week. This week, we are going to go back to the universal laws and talk all about the sixth law, which is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And you are going to learn how you can apply this law into your life when it comes to manifesting. So keep listening, my friends. These laws are important as they all work together, feeding off of one another. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you all doing on this gorgeous day? For those of you living in the US or from here, how was your 4th of July? I had a great time. Frank and I went on our friend's boat with a few of our friends, and we had so much fun. We went out toward the west coast of Florida. We were a little south of Tampa. It was really beautiful just being on the water. I have to say that my favorite part of being on the boat was when the sun went down and I was just laying there with my husband and our friends, and we were just staring up at the stars. We were able to see the planet Mercury. It was so bright, and the stars were lit up in the sky. Being from Winter Park, we are pretty close to Disney. We are even closer to the city of Orlando. So unfortunately, we don't get to see the stars all big and bright in the deep midnight sky. One of the reasons I am super excited to take Katie, my youngest, up to Colorado in the fall to start school. Oh, the stars. I am going to be in my own little world, just staring for hours. I cannot wait. Okay, my friends, it's time to come from a place of gratitude, from a place of love and happiness. So tell me, my friends, what are you grateful for today? Feel it when you say it out loud. Feel the emotion of being thankful. The more grateful we are, the more we are shown more of what we're grateful for. Today, I'm grateful for all of the people that volunteer their time to take care of any kind of animal. I'm grateful to them because they love on the animals and they help them in so many ways, whether fostering, volunteering at a local shelter, or the many other ways they are volunteering. Just giving their time to love on these animals by spending time with them and taking care of them. I just think it's beautiful, and I wanted to thank all of you that do that if you are out there listening. Get your journals out. It's time to add 3 new affirmations to your list. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, every day I'm more thankful than I was the day before. Number 2, today I will get through any obstacles I encounter. Number 3, I practice gratitude and it changes my attitude. Wow, so appropriate. Too funny. I love that one. I know I usually do 4, but today I want you to write down in your journal something that you like about yourself. We are going to get into some weekly self-love on this podcast. So what is it that you like about yourself? Name something about you that you like. Today, I would say I like that I'm confident in who I am and for how I show up in the world. I don't care if someone doesn't like me. That's okay. Not everyone is going to, and that doesn't bother me. It's about them anyway, not about me. I think I'm a great person, so if they don't like me, it's their loss. Not everyone is going to like peaches or Maltipoos. It has nothing to do with the breed or the fruit. It has to do with the person's preference. Now, I want you to write down what you like about yourself and really feel that for a bit. By the way, if you have already bought one of my journals, or if you're thinking about it, that question is asked every day for you to fill in. All of my journals will help you to learn to love yourself, help you to give yourself quality me time, and will start helping you create the life you want through gratitude. They are only $16.99, and if you have Prime, free shipping. So head on over to Amazon and order one. I promise you are going to love it. So last week we changed it up a bit and we talked about learning to date yourself so you can attract that special someone into your life. This week we're going to get back to the universal laws and talk about the sixth law, which is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And you are going to learn how to apply this into your life when it comes to manifesting. So, what is this law and what is it telling us we need to do? Before we jump into how this law is useful for manifesting and how you can use it in your life, I first want to talk about the meaning of this law. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy states that energy is constantly moving, transmuting, or transferring, and it is always in motion. Everything is always changing and nothing stays constant. In addition to its constant state of movement, energy just is. It exists. It cannot disappear. It cannot go away. It cannot add to itself. As you may have heard in physics class many years ago, or maybe for some of you not that long ago, energy cannot be created or destroyed. As the name states in this law, it is perpetual and it is always transforming. Let me give you an example so you can get a more clear understanding of this. Water is a great example of this law at work in our physical world. Water can transition into snow, steam, rain, clouds, and yes, even an ice cube. But water never disappears from Earth. It always exists. You can't get rid of the energy that is water. You can only change its form. This is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy at work. From each form it becomes, the energy is constantly evolving. It moves and it transforms. It always exists, even when you can't see it. So how does the law of perpetual transmutation of energy work with manifesting? You can transmute your own energy to manifest the things that you want. If energy is always in motion, you can use this law to move through the different forms of energy to your benefit. An example of this would be to take excitement that you may feel and channel it into creativity. That's something that I do with creating my journals as well as the many belt buckles that I've made. Taking your happiness and transmuting it into a visualization exercise, or channeling your anger into power during a workout. I did a lot of that when I was going through my divorce. I took all of my anger, and with that energy, I ran and I ran and I ran. I'm not even a runner, but I cannot tell you how much it helped me. We use this transfer of energy all the time in the world around us. A few examples would be an idea turning into a product. Remember, I have talked about having passion and love behind your creation for it to manifest. This is what I was talking about. All energy can be transformed. All energy manifests. Applying this law to your life means that you have the power to change the conditions of your life. Life doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice, by change. You can choose how you're transmuting the energy in your life. You can choose how you perceive your world. You can choose the preconception of what you will subscribe to, either positive or negative. When you raise your vibration by focusing on the positive, by changing your energy and your vibrations, you will have the ability to transform the negative emotions within you, giving you the power to change your life. This idea of perpetual motion is the foundation of the formula. Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings create your actions, what you do, how you act, and your actions determine your outcome, your results in life. This thoughts, feelings, action cycle creates the identity you have, the identity that you are. The energy moving within this cycle is what you're manifesting. In other words, like I've mentioned many times throughout this podcast, and I promise you, I will keep repeating it, your thoughts are where it all begins. Your thoughts perpetuate your energy. If you change your thoughts, you will change what you're manifesting, and you will change your life. Thoughts transmute into things. Thoughts become things. When you choose better thoughts, your world will show up differently. You will see everything differently. And as simple as that may sound, a positive preconception will allow you to show up differently. Positive thoughts are a powerful force, more powerful than our negative thoughts. So allow yourself to be transmuted by the perpetual motion of positive energy, and you will experience huge shifts. Allow the positive to overpower the negative, and you will redefine your identity and what you're manifesting. It all starts with you doing the work. Emotions are energy in motion. So if we're not mindful to ourselves and others, transmuting your energy could also mean storing unwanted negative energy by suppressing our emotions. When we experience an emotion without processing it, we transfer that energy into our bodies. If we do not allow ourselves to process our negative emotions by releasing them through expression, we will store this as a form of trauma within our bodies. This kind of negative energy can manifest anxiety, pain, diseases, headaches, sleep deprivation, and many different illnesses in our body. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy encourages us to take an active role in regulating ourselves emotionally. To do this, we need to do the internal work to improve our actions and reactions towards things going on around us, outside circumstances, as well as what other people say and do. As we begin the internal work, we also need to assess our external environments. Notice the energy quality of the things around you, your family, friends, coworkers, partners, what you're listening to, what you're reading, and what you're watching. Are they positive or negative? Both positive and negative energy are always transmuting, so please protect yours as much as you can. Listen to episode 23, Your Energy and How It Affects You and Those Around You, as well as episode 77, 4 Ways to Protect Your Energy. There is a lot to learn from these 2 episodes, especially relating to this law. Surround yourself with good energy and you will make it easier to manifest what you want. Align yourself with the positive and the good within the world, and you will transmute the energy within yourself to match. When we begin to change for the better, we start to change the world for the better too. So, my friends, how can you apply this law to your life? Knowing this, we can actively seek to uplift negative energy around us by maintaining positive thoughts and actions, doing small things every day that lift you up to a higher vibration, whether that's singing in the shower, dancing like nobody's watching, meditating, expressing gratitude, or anything else that helps you to feel good. Remember, small shifts add up to major results over time. Listen to episode 21, Tapping into Your Bliss. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy states that energy is constant and always transferring, always changing the conditions around us. Use this law to change the conditions of your life to your advantage. Align yourself with the right external conditions, the right internal conditions, the right people, and the right emotions. And I promise you, my friends, you will attract the things you most desire. Thank you all for listening to the Manifesting Formula podcast. And thank you for not only hanging out with me today, but for spreading the word of this podcast. I am truly thankful that you have shared this with your friends and family. For those of you that are interested in purchasing one of my journals or my audiobook or paperback, Unleash Your Inner Goddess, I will leave a link in the show notes. You can also go to Amazon and type my name in the search bar, and everything I've published will come up for you. I just created my last journal called Creating Happiness Through Gratitude, and I really love this journal. I gave it an Asian-inspired theme. It really came out beautiful. Chinese lanterns and different symbols from different Asian cultures. I'm super excited for anyone that decides to buy this journal. I do love them all, don't get me wrong. I put a lot of time, passion, creativeness, and love into each and every one of them. But the happiness journal, I think so far, is my favorite because of the themed graphics I added. They all have different themes, but the Asian-inspired one truly speaks to me. Hey, by the way, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, where we will take this content and go deeper, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram so we can set up a time to meet. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, sending you all so much love, peace, and abundance. And if no one has told you today, I love you. See you next week. Bye. What we teach you at the Life Coach Academy is more than a program. It's an experience that changes your life. Through this unique program, you will discover who you really are. And in turn, you will help your clients become who they've always wanted to be. Coaching is more than a career. It's a calling. Our program is founded on the formula of life, love, and gratitude. We go above and beyond to make sure that when you certify with us as a life and spiritual coach, You have not only transformed to your best self, but you have everything you need to become the best in your career. We give you far more than a certification. We give you a proven method that works. We integrate life coaching, energy, intuition, and spirituality all in one very comprehensive program. The experience you will go through is transformational. So, are you ready for a whole new life?